24 years old, Yara Shahidi is an accomplished Hollywood actress and producer who starred in the hit TV show Blackish and its spin-off Grownish over the past decade.
Yeah, she is also a Harvard graduate and now is the co-creator and host of the brand new podcast, The Optimist Project. Yara, hi, how are you?
I'm good.
I mean, we need optimism.
Yes.
We need it right now.
Yeah.
It really feels like such a special time to be talking about choosing optimism, choosing joy.
Mm-hmm.
Are you optimistic by nature?
Yes and no. I think I have a sunny disposition, but I feel like in the last couple years in particular, I've realized how important it is to actively cultivate optimism. It doesn't just happen.
Yeah.
And so I think that really was the catalyst for this project, which is like, I have some learning to do on optimism.
Well, you've also had some changes, which I think sometimes leaves you a little bit lost. You wrapped Grownish. You're a Harvard grad.
Yeah.
There's a lot of kind of new stuff coming your way. So navigating change must be part of that. So how do you kind of keep your feet on the ground when you're going through all these kinds of changes?
I mean, that's a great question. I think, like you're saying, I've played Zoe Johnson for 10 years. I turned 24 at our rap party, so it worked exactly 10 years. I've been in school for so much of my life. And I think now what's been really exciting is figuring out exactly what is anchoring me. And I feel like a tenet that's really been across my family is curiosity. I think it's why I got into this career in the first place. And I think curiosity has been what's helped me drive this new chapter, which is just being deeply open to whatever could be next and figuring out what excites me really in real time.
We were just talking off camera. I mean, you were shooting a show. You were going to Harvard and literally going to Harvard. So doing both logistically a lot.
I had so many airplane miles.
I mean, I bet you were exhausted. And sometimes when we're so busy, you don't have the space to even know what it is you want to do. And now you kind of have space.
Yeah.
Are you allowing yourself to really dream about, you know, other projects?
Most definitely. I think the timing was so wonderful because, like you're saying, I think when I graduated from school, it was beautiful to have that last season of Grownish to close out on because I got to appreciate just how special our job is without always flying back and forth, although I loved the challenge. And I think now with all of this space, it's been really beautiful to be able to lean into the production company, lean into making the projects that excite me happen in real time, because I've loved what I've been a part of, but it's been, like you're saying, it's just been really reaffirming to know that I'm 24, I have done this for 2 decades, but there's still so much to experience.
Which is also so crazy.
I can't even, when you keep saying 24, I'm like, well, this is not computing right now. You know what I love? Because I was thinking a lot of parents watching would probably say, boy, I would love for my daughter or my son to turn out in this way. And when you were little, your parents didn't allow TV. So
even
first of
though
all,
you were kind of an actress from a young age, too,
so
right?
what up with the no TV? And how did that change you, do you think?
Oh, I think it totally made me more of a dreamer not watching TV.
Yes.
Now, given this is antithetical as a TV actor
Totally.
to tell people to stop, but I think it's what actually made me enjoy acting. It wasn't necessarily watching things, but we would sit down, they'd make us forts as kids and play an audiobook. So me and my brothers would sit and listen to audiobooks as though they were a movie. And so we've always been a very audio-first family.
Wow.
But I think it just gave my brain space to be very creative at a young age because we were building our own worlds and we had to add our own visuals to everything that we were hearing.
By the way, that's beautiful.
I mean, also, when I think about all these kids that are on phones, you know, it worries me because you really, I mean, television is one thing, but just programming.
I still struggle with it all the time. My phone's always on grayscale because they said that affects, like, if it's all gray.
Yes, you did that for 2 days.
5 minutes and then I was over it.
Okay, but do you always, I run into issues where I then have to handle work and I'm like, why does none of the color look right? Grayscale.
You know, there are so many women who admire you. I think Mrs. Obama wrote your college recommendation. I think Oprah said that you would one day be president. Is that something you really want to do one day?
While I am so grateful for the university, I have to say politics adjacent is always where I felt like I'd end up landing. Somewhere next to the hill.
You've had all these amazing people in your life, including your family, but you must get great advice along the way. Is there something that stands out to you when you say, wow, you know, this is part of why I'm here?
Yeah, well, I've been really lucky to be surrounded by some wonderful people in all of my work settings. But I think one thing that I always reflect on is I played a young Olivia Pope only for a couple scenes. But I remember Kerri Washington made a point of coming to set that day, even though she wasn't working on that set. She was on a different location, just to, one, say hi and introduce herself. But in that moment, she just really reaffirmed how they had chosen me because they liked who I was as a person, and the idea of staying true to myself and how that shines through. And I think that was a really beautiful thing that stuck with me, and it was really only moments before I started Blackish and started on this kind of career full time.
Wow.
My gosh.
Now, can we talk about the podcast for a
let's
minute?
go
We
back
want
to
to hear
Optimism.
about
My
it.
question is on air. Can I get you both to commit to be on?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
I'll come to you.
Yes.
I'll come to you.
We're in.
So tell us, what's the format? So it's you and your mom.
Yeah, so people may know her as Chocolate Mommy Love. I know her as my mother, or Kerri Shahidi. But we're business partners, and I think what's beautiful about our business relationship is that we get to do a lot of talking about what moves us in our work and why we do certain work. And I think the Optimist Project came from, one, the fact that we're having these very real conversations on quality of life and how does one pursue a purpose while also being true to yourself, giving yourself space, because it's easier said than done.
Yeah.
And then it was also coming from the fact that we've gotten lucky enough to traverse these really exclusive rooms, the TED Conference, random spaces, and each time there have been life-changing conversations, but only a handful of people to hear them.
Yeah.
And so coming from a family of people that love audio, it felt like the podcast space was a perfect way to sit down with people that truly inspire us to not really even ask about career, but to ask about what holds them up and drives them in between all of the moments that we see public facing. And I'd have to say it's been such a treat because on a practical level, I feel like I've learned so much every single episode.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
really
also
cool.
joy is something that we need.
Yes.
Optimism is what we need. You are amazing.
Yara, thank you.
Yara, thank you. And we will come on.
We will.
I speak for her.
Yes, we together will come on. The Optimist Project premieres Wednesday with new episodes every week.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Yara.